YouTube, it's Satch. Welcome to Driver81 YouTube channel. Today is Friday. We've got that feel-good chill factor. So I thought I'd make a short video of 5 things that I love about this Porsche Boxster. Let's take a quick look at it. Alright guys, let's get straight into it. The first thing that I love about this Porsche Boxster, it is really what the Boxster was actually designed for, and that is getting the roof down, getting the wind in your hair. Today unfortunately is a little bit overcast, but that's not going to stop me from putting the roof down. Let's get it down. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get out and drive. So this car certainly isn't the quickest car you'll ever drive. It has the 2.7 litre engine, petrol engine, and it pumps out about 220 brake horsepower. But to be honest with you, when driving it, it doesn't really feel like you've got 220 brake horsepower. And at the same time, you're not even bothered, because you don't buy a car like this to go like the clappers. You buy a car like this to have a nice day when the sun's out, drop the top, pedal to the metal, and it doesn't matter about what speed you're going. The fact is, you're having fun in the car. Whatever thoughts you're thinking about that day, whatever problems you've got, you can just forget about them, put your foot down, and just enjoy driving the car. It's such a great experience being in a cabin like this. You've got the Porsche logo on your steering wheel. It's awesome. Alright, for the second thing that I love about this car, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over and I'm going to talk to you about this one separately. It is actually the luggage and the storage space that you can actually have in a car like this. You would expect it, with it being a really sort of low, small sports car, that you would actually be struggling for space and storage space, but that is absolutely not the case at all. I'm going to pull over any second and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're inside the car now. What a lot of people don't even realise is the storage space in there. It's not great, it's not huge, but it is a little bit of storage space that people don't even realise. Right, so if we get out of the car now, and we look in the front, you'll see there's quite a lot of storage space in there, including the spare wheel. And then if we go to the back of the car, a lot of people are confused by this one because they think it's a rear engine. It's not, it's a mid-engine car. Therefore, you get a lot of storage space in the back here as well. And the engine sits right here just over the wheels. So you've got a lot of storage space in the back as well, which is absolutely ideal if you are planning to maybe go away for the weekend and you think you're going to struggle with storage space. Don't, because there's a lot of it. Alright, let's get back on the road now and let's get into number 3. 993 is one of the things that drives a lot of people towards these Boxsters. And it is obviously the looks of the car. They look really, they're starting to get onto that sort of classic look. In fact, there's a gorgeous 911 that's just passed us. I think it was a 993 in God's red. Anyway, so that was a classic car. This is getting on for being a classic car. This car here is a 2000 model, so it's 2017 now, so it's a 17-year-old car. In a few years' time, it's going to be a 20-year-old car, and although it still has that modern look to it, it's modern in a classic sort of way. You might think, what's he talking about? But I know what I'm talking about. I like to think I am anyway. And these cars, I think they're getting less and less of them on the road, and you're starting to see less and less of them, which is what makes them into sort of a classic looking car. So that for me is the thought of having something which is just a little bit different from the rest of the car. Yes, I could have went out and bought an MX-5 Classic. They're starting to look dated, but still classic. But the thing with the MX-5s is they don't do anything for me. The Porsche, I've always loved the shape of the Porsches, the way the front end is, and obviously the handling of the Porsches, a massive contributing fact to why people buy these cars. But yeah, the third thing on the list is the looks of the car, and as I say, it's just got that sort of classic look to it now, and it's only going to continue to have a classic look heading into the future. So the fourth thing that I love about these cars now is, I mentioned earlier that they are getting on for classic status, and generally with classic cars you would expect the prices to start going up and up, as what has happened with all of the previous 911s. So if you look at the 911s like the 964s, the 930s, the 964s, 993s, not so much 996s, but all of the classic 911s, they're all going up and up in value, to the point where now if you're looking for a good spec with around about 100,000 miles 964, that's an 89 to 94 car, you're probably looking at about 45 to 50,000 pounds. This car here, obviously it's not as old as a 964, and it hasn't got the appeal of a 964. But I'll tell you how much I paid for this car. In fact, I won't tell you how much I paid for this car. Have a look at the listings. You can pick them up with high miles, basic kit, for about £3,000. And that's going to get you a running, driving car, which should last you at least a year. Generally, you can get them with an MOT if it's sold by a dealer. So from £3,000, you're getting yourself a brilliant little car. And my advice is to not let the age of these cars put you off, because if you're looking for some sort of classic convertible, these cars are absolutely perfect. They're small, compact, reliable, and the price of them, well, it's a no-brainer. You could go and buy a Ford Fiesta for the price of one of these, but who'd want a Ford Fiesta? If you're looking for something for the summer, put the roof down, and you haven't got a large budget, honestly, this is the car. The tax isn't bad, the insurance isn't bad. My advice is get out and go for it. And that takes us to the final thing on my list about things that I love about this Boxster. And it is, because it's an older car, generally older cars are harder to diagnose faults, because most of the parts on the car are mechanical parts, and you can't really get a diagnostic tool which covers older vehicles. Most diagnostic tools will cover cars which are sort of 2001 and newer. Well, this is a 2000 model, and a lot of these models were produced 97, 98 and 99, which falls before the scope of most diagnostic systems. But there is a kit on the market called the Durometric kit, which I'll put a link to directly below this video. And we do actually stock them on our partner store, so I'll send a link to you in below the the video here. So it's called the Geometric Kit, and it will allow you to diagnose all aspects of the car. So you've got your engine, your ABS, you've got airbags, transmission, and all of the main systems within the Boxster. It'll allow you to diagnose them. So if you've got a warning light flashing up telling you you've got a problem with the engine or an ABS or an airbag, it's going to tell you exactly where the fault is. You can fix the fault. Once you've fixed the fault, then it will allow you to erase the codes and actually turn off the relevant warning light on the dashboard. So that is an ideal kit for any Boxster owner. It also applies to any 996, 911 owners as well, because those who don't know, the 996 and the 986 Boxster, they're kind of sort of built from the same production line, if you like. So that's the 5th thing on the list. Overall, marks out of 10 I would give this car. There are a few things which I don't like about the car, and I am going to be making a video on that as well, so I'm not going to give anything away just yet. Watch the video for that. But there are a few things like a rattly roof when the roof is up, and a few of the little bits and bobs. I'll get to that though, don't worry about that. For now, I'm going to give this car a solid 8 out of 10. So thanks for watching this Diagnostic World video, or Driver 81 video. Please subscribe. We have daily videos, not daily videos, weekly videos. I generally try and pump out about 2 videos per week. And it's all car related, whatever I can get my hands on, whatever car that I'm buying. I have bought, for those asking about the next 911, I have bought a new 911. Not taking delivery of it for another couple of weeks, so when I get my hands on that, you'll know about it. I'll be making a pickup video for that, and also how I find it, and I'll give you a tour of the car. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Driver 81. Get out and drive. Of course, when you want to put your foot down, you want to put your pedal to the metal, you're stuck in traffic.